Scrappy peeps, this is Lisa from the Cherry on Top. I just had a client email me asking how to use my friendly frame templates. They are definitely one of the most popular basic templates I have in the shop. And I thought, well, let me show you how I do it, and it might be helpful. I did try to use the template in PowerPoint. It did not work. I couldn't figure out how to clip it. I could figure out how to get one layer on top of another, which is really useful, but I couldn't figure out how to get that top layer to click with a click, take the form of the layer underneath. If you know, give me a shout. Let me know how to do that. And I did also try in Word, but I couldn't figure out how to get the layers to go on top of one another, so I didn't even need to try to click. But anyway, I'm going to show you from the very start how to do it. I'm going to click on my Photoshop. I'm using Elements 14. You can also use my memories. If I can find my software, I'll go ahead and show you how to do it in my memories as well. My memories is a lot more affordable if you choose to buy. They also have a free trial program, but I definitely prefer PSE and totally recommend it to everybody who wants to start digital scrapping. It's a little more pricey, but there's a lot more you can do in this program, a whole lot more. We're gonna go to File. We're gonna go to Open. Let's say you just downloaded my templates from the shop at Kreative Design Studio. Here they are, friendly frames. Click Open, and let's just choose one. We're gonna go very basic, right? Let's just choose a very basic one, just so you can get an idea of how this works. All right, we got that open. Now, another way you can get things into your program, let's just go over here. This was Finder, right? I clicked on Finder. And now I don't have my photos here. I wanted to show you how to do it like that. Okay, that wasn't working. That's strange. It just worked before. File, Open. Okay, we'll do it like we did. File, Open, and then we go to Photos. Oh, maybe I did it the other way around. That's probably how. I think you can't do it that way. For Photos, Open. Okay, now let's try the other way. Let's go back to Finder, what I wanted to show you. It didn't work with my photos, but it does probably work with all this stuff. Here's my downloads again, right? These are my downloads. Oh, well, it says recents. Let's click on downloads just to make it a little more obvious. And I'm going to go to get a kit just to show you something else. This is something from Kim Cameron. Let me just click on a couple of things. I'll click on a paper and a flower and a thingy here, and then we'll just slide those over. See, there they go. Okay, so I couldn't do it with my iPhoto, but I could certainly do it with my downloads and all my other files. It seemed to work great. Okay, you can do it several ways. Let me show you the very basic way. Okay, you see over here you have layers. 1, 2 layers. I'm going to slide my picture in there. That's me. Just last weekend. At a party. You're going to go right-click and create a clipping mask, or you can use the shortcut Command D. And then make sure when you adjust the sizes that you use the corners only. You know, if you go like this, you're going to distort the picture. You can always click this to start over again and get exactly where you want to be. Okay? Use your arrows. There we go. Make it the size that you want it. Okay, there's my picture. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, and then that could be it. And then you will file, and if that is all you wanted, and print it out or whatever. Another thing that you could do is File, New, Blank File. This will give you a little bit more flexibility. Let's just call this Test, call it whatever you need. Look here at the preset. This is like, it's asking you what size file, what kind of file do you want to use here. I'm just gonna go with scrapbooking, but you could choose it exactly how you want. 8x11 or international paper, US paper. You have all these lovely options, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna go with scrapbooking, because maybe you want to use this for a scrapbooking page. That is possible. And you could either just slide it in. I'm going to click on this eyeball to make the background disappear, so then you can see that. Otherwise, the white on the white, you wouldn't be able to see it. There it is. And you can make it smaller or bigger. Don't forget, use the corners. Look here. You can turn it however you want to do it. Okay, you can do it that way. But see, over here, it's just one layer. Maybe what you want to do is use the different layers in the templates. Now, with this template, it's so basic. There's only a couple layers. It would be very simple. Let me show you what I do. I click over the eyeball again to get rid of everything. But first, what you want to do to make it a little bit easier is right click and merge these layers. So you only have to take over the one layer, and then here is the other layer all blank already. What you could do, I'm going to delete that one, is bring these in so you have layers, okay? Here you see, that's our piece. We have 2 layers. I'm going to make that one invisible. And click on my new thing, my new document, and I'm going to slide in that particular layer. And I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to make that visible again, and then I'm going to make my photo invisible. Go back to my new document, slide that in, and then I'll get rid of this so you can see. There it is. And now it's in 2 layers. So you could choose to do it that way or the other. You can add shadows even if you want to add shadows. You go to the effects down here, left click, and then see it's under styles, drop shadows, and then click, and you can add shadows if you want to see. That's a pretty intense shadow or a bigger shadow. You can put shadows on all your layers if you want, however you want to do it. If you don't like the shadows, sorry about that. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's spring. The farmers are in action. Clear the layer style with the left click, okay? And there you have it. And you can just grab in your things if you want. And don't forget, you can customize your frame too. Check this out. Get a pretty paper, put it over the frame layer, right click, create a clipping mask with the left click, and boom. If you want the flowers a little smaller, you can go like that, and you can get it to fit just perfect, however you want it. Maybe more like this. See? And you can put your pretty papers in there, like that, and then you even have even more customizing. And then as we do when we're digital scrapbooking, we bring in our elements. We call them elements or embellishments for the traditional scrappers. I do both, traditional, hybrid, digi. So you bring in your elements, just slide it so you get it at the right level there. Make it as big or small as you want. Don't forget to use the corners. Turn, chicka-ching, bada bada bing. We'll put our background, and there you go. And don't forget to use those shadows. The shadows make it really cool. You really can get interesting looks. You can even go to layers and double click on the effects and see, mess with those shadows, give it more lift, and yeah, it's really a really fun thing. We've got lots of tutorials on our YouTube channel as well as on our website, thecherryontopdesigns.com. I hope you've found this video useful and that you enjoy working with your friendly frames. Thanks so much for checking out the cherry. Happy scrapping!